Welcome back, guys and girls, to Z Tutorials, and today I'm doing a follow-up on our last video, which was uploading your website to the internet using a free web host called 000webhost.com, and it gave us a weird subdomain which was ztest.com, and we don't want that. We want the free domain, which is .tk. Now, last time we created a template, as you can see here in our other tutorials previous, where we have our photos page, which have our photos all there, and you can have a blog here if you want. Your videos page with an end YouTube video, and when I click play on that, it'll play away as per normal. And our home page, but as you can see up the top in the URL bar, it is ztest.comeasy.com, which is a weird subdomain that we don't want. So we're going to go to .tk.com. Now that's dot with a D-O-T and then a full stop, period, tk. And we want www.ztest.tk instead of comeasy, because it is much easier to remember. So put in your current URL there, and then in this address you want to be renamed to is .tk. You can put in anything there as long as it's available. Type in the characters you see in this picture. That's easy, and it asks us, do we want an anonymous free domain or a registered free domain? Now the big difference here is the registered gives you need an email address, which is no problem, but you get traffic management and email forwarding. But traffic management is really good because it tells you where everyone came from, how many hits per day you get, and from what countries you're getting it from. Do you want a free domain or a paid domain? The paid domain, the only difference is that you don't have to get 25 hits per 90 days, which is nothing. You guys will get that very easy, so we're going to want a free domain. There's no point in paying for a .tk domain name when you could get a .com or .net for pretty much the same price. Enter your old website URL, which is the .comeasy.com. Put in your email address, ztutorials@gmail.com. You can email me there if you want. Add a new domain. I'm going to log into my account and I'm going to add a new domain. If you're new to this, then you would have just did what I did there last, but if you already have an account, you just click to add a new domain. Put in my ztest.tk, and it'll ask me, do I want a free domain or a paid domain? Obviously enough, we're going to want the free domain. Put in your referrer URL is just your old URL, like the long subdomain URL. So we'll go into our website there and we'll copy and paste the ztest.comeasy.com. See, no one will remember that URL because it's not normal really. Put in a www there before. Do you want a DNS service? No, we do not. Put in the characters you see in these pictures. By the way, you guys, if you haven't seen how to make the template, just go back along my tutorials. I think everything's in the description. I have everything linked. We'll put in that characters there and we'll click on next. Thank you, and it tells you your website is live. So now that if we go into your web browser and if we delete our comeasy.com with just a simple and short .tk, and then if we press enter, it should work perfectly fine. As you see here, works perfectly fine. And if I was to click on photos or videos, it'd just stay at .tk, which means that there's no / or anything. It's just one website to remember. So if you want to know how to make that website, or to make a .co.cc instead of a .tk, that's free as well. Just leave a comment in the section below, tell me that, and I will do it for you. Please subscribe if it helped you out, guys. It really would help me. You can check your traffic here, by the way, by just logging in and going to .tk traffic. Select your domain name and select the month you want. When you press OK, it'll give you what country they came from and how many hits per day. Obviously I have none now because it's just up on the web this second. So thanks for listening, guys, and I hope you have a good one. Leave a comment with your website below if you want, and I will check it out, and I'm sure other people will check it out too. And I hope you have a good one. Thank you and good night. See you in the next tutorial by Z Tutorials.